In 20 minutes, let me show you how I achieved this beautiful makeup look on my client for her pre-birthday shoot. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, please do well to hit the subscription button. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. So let's get right into the glam. First, we start by grooming her brow using a clean blade and a spoolie. Next, we went on to clean her face using a makeup wipes. You want to clean her face, take out dirt and excess oil from the face and have a clean canvas to work on. Next, we went on to hydrate her face, and for hydration, I'm using the Kissbeauty hydrating spray. You want to hydrate the whole face, blend that properly into the skin and dry out with a mini fan. For more hydration, we went in with our Cosrx snail musin to further hydrate her face. You want to blend that properly onto her skin, and do not forget to dry out each skin prep with a mini fan before going on to the next one. Next, we went on to moisturize her face, and for moisturizer, I'm using the Blossom moisturizer. Moisturize her face properly regardless of the skin type. This is going to help you have a very clean and smooth makeup finish at the end of the day. And do not forget to blend that properly and also dry out with a mini fan. So because my client sweats a lot, I went on to also use the sweat barrier from Adventure Cosmetics. I use it to apply all over her T-zones, especially the places where she sweats a lot, and I dry that out with a mini fan before going on to do my primer. For primer, I'll be using the Gentle Dove mattifying primer. You want to apply that on her face, blend properly onto the skin and then dry out with a mini fan. Next, we went on to do her foundation, and for foundation, we'll be using the Almay foundation and Beauty by Aid foundation, though in a different container. You want to apply that on her skin in a very low quantity because my client sweats a lot, and for clients who sweat a lot, it's advisable that you use very minimal product. Regardless, that I always advise people to use minimal products on the face. You're going to get maximum results from this. So I'm using a very minimal foundation on her face, and I'm going to blend that properly onto her skin, and I mix those two shades together in order to get her skin tone and undertone as well. So you want to blend and make sure that there are no harsh lines in between. Next, we went on to bring some warmth and color to her face by applying some cream blush, and for cream blush I'm using the Imagic lip palette, taking those two shades and swatching it at the back of my palms using my beauty sponge from Yglam Cosmetics. You pick the product and apply it on top of her cheekbone, blend properly, add some to the tip of her nose, blend properly, and also replicate on the other cheekbone. You want to make sure this is blended properly onto the skin. There should be no harsh line. Next, we went on to add some dimension by contouring her face, and for contour I'm using the black opal stick foundation with my Real Technique brush. You'll be applying that on her cheek. You just want to blend it downwards in order to elongate the face. Apply some on the hairline, on the bridge of her nose, on her jawline, and then on her jaw. Next, we went on to highlight her face using the Yangabeauty concealer in the shade SMC3. For a smooth and flawless finish, we went on to set the highlighted area using a pressed powder, and the pressed powder is from Becharm Ageless Cosmetics. You want to take a shade that is 2 shades lighter than her skin tone to set all that area. Next, we went on to set all the highlighted area using the Glam setting powder. Trust you are enjoying this beautiful tutorial. Why don't you give this video a thumbs up, comment and share, and do not also forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Next, we went on to set all over the face, and for this you want to use a powder that is her exact skin tone. Set all over the face properly using a powder brush. Using a shade that is 2 shades darker than her skin, we went on to contour her face. This is a dry contour, so we are taking it from the same powder palette we used all over her face. You want to set everywhere you did the cream contour on her face. Next, we went on to do her eyeshadow using the Blossom African Queen eyeshadow palette. But before starting, I used the remaining concealer as the back of my hand as the base for her eyeshadow application. You want to blend that properly onto the eyelid before going on to do your eyeshadow application. For her eyeshadow transition, I start off first with the same powder I used to contour her nose. I use that to transit into the grace of her eyes. You want to make sure that you are transiting with a nude eyeshadow palette. Do not use shimmer when you are doing your transition work. You want to use nude, and you can pick any colors of sorry, not nude, you can pick any colors of matte eyeshadow as long as you are blending properly, and what you're doing on the one eyes is also replicating on the other eyes. But my client asked for a neutral makeup, so I'm using neutral colors for her eyeshadow. Just keep watching, you see what I'm doing on the eyes. Thank you so much. Do not forget to also subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, comment and share. God bless you. Next, we went on to applying some eyeliner, and for eyeliner, I'm using the Tehila black liner gel. You want to apply that on the lid of her eyes. My client has a small eyelid, so you want to make sure that your lining is very thin. Otherwise, when the person looks up, it's going to stain your eyeshadow. So make sure that your lining is very thin when you're working with a client that has a little eye space. So I didn't want any harsh line at the end of my liner, so I went on to smudge it out using my smudge brush and a black eyeshadow color. I used it to smudge it out at the same time, replicate on the other eyes, and went on to do the lower lining. Also, we went on to smudge her waterline, and for smudging I'm using the same colors I used for the transition on the crease of the eyes. You want to smudge that properly, and then we moved on to sweeping out the fallout of the eyeshadow from the under eyes. Then we blended that properly using a powder shade that is 2 shades lighter than her skin tone. Next, we lifted up her face using her exact shade from the powder palette and the precise part of my beauty blender. We also used that to reverse her contour. Next, we went on to line her brow using a spoolie and the Davis pencil in the shade 03. Next, I went on to correct the brow work, and I'll be correcting just the lower part of the brow using the same concealer shade I use in concealing and highlighting her face. You want to focus solely on the brow bone. After concealing and correcting that, you want to blend it out properly. Next, we went on to do her lip work, and we are using the same lip palette we used for her cream blush. You're going to use that to line her lips and also apply the neutral color at the middle. Next, we went on to fix some false lashes on her, and for these false lashes, you want to fix it directly on the natural lashes. Drag it to align with the natural lashes. Take out any excess from under and then press it together to align properly. That way, there will be no demarcation between the natural lashes and the false lashes. Go on and replicate on the other eyes. Next, we went on to apply some clear lip gloss on her lips, and for this lip gloss we are using the Blossom Clear Lip Gloss. Next, we'll go on to apply some powder blush to bring more warmth to the face. I don't know the name of this blush, I can't remember anymore. Next, we went ahead to also apply some highlight, and for that we are using the Revolution blush and highlight palette. Next, we went ahead to set the makeup using the Joba cosmetic setting spray to give it this skin-like finish, and we also went ahead to seal the makeup using the Seal It setting spray from Soopro. This will help our makeup last longer. And here's the final looks, guys. I hope you enjoy watching this tutorial. If you did so, please give this video a thumbs up, share and comment. Do not forget to subscribe. Bye.